Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy. Marvel Rivals has a cheating problem, and I don't mean a little cheating problem. I mean a full-on epidemic. And NetEase, they are barely doing anything about it, right? So look, Marvel Rivals launched back in December of 2024, right? Within 3 days, the game had already pulled in over 100 million players. 10 million! That is insane for a free-to-play hero shooter, especially going up against something like Overwatch 2. And for a while, it felt like NetEase had actually figured something out, like they were doing things right. But here's the thing about massive player numbers. They attract two types of players: the players who genuinely love the game and players who want to ruin it for everyone else. And it just kind of shows that the bigger the game gets, the bigger its cheating problem gets. We've seen it with Warzone, we've seen it with PUBG, even Fortnite for that matter, and now we're seeing it with Marvel Rivals. We're talking about aimbot, wallhacks, ESP cheats, where players can see every enemy through every wall, every object on the entire map. You know what I'm saying. These are not suitable low-level cheats. These are blatant game-breaking hacks, and they are showing up at every single ranked level, right? And here's where it gets interesting, and honestly kind of embarrassing for NetEase. In January of 2025, right at the height of the game's popularity, Marvel Rivals started handing out bans. And I mean bans. Like 100-year bans. You you heard that right. 100 years. You are not playing Marvel Rivals in 2125, my guys. That's not a ban. That's a life sentence. I'm sorry if I'm chuckling a little bit. That's kind of funny. But here's the kicker, right? A big chunk of those bans, they hit completely innocent players, Mac users, Steam Deck users, people who weren't even cheating at all, and the anti-cheat system looked at how those people's platforms ran the game and flagged them as suspicious. And NetEase, rather than asking questions, they dropped the hammer. And look, I can understand wanting to be aggressive on cheaters. I get it. You want to protect the player base. But when you are banning people who are playing on a Mac, that's not anti cheat. That's just incompetence in some shape or form. It kind of just shows the writings on the wall, and the anti cheat system wasn't ready for the game. This big, right? To their credit, though, NetEase did end up reversing the bans. They apologized and they said that they were going to improve their detection accuracy, and I'll give them that. But the fact that it happened in the first place, that tells you a lot. Now, here's what really gets me. Marvel Rivals uses an anti-cheat system called ACE, Anti-Cheat Expert. It was developed by Tencent. And there has been a massive debate in the gaming community about whether this thing is even kernel level, right? Because here's the thing about anti cheat: kernel level means the software runs at the deepest levels of your operating system. It can see everything, it's aggressive, controversial, sure, but it works. Games like Valorant, PUBG, use the kernel level anti cheat, and their cheating problem, while not eliminated, are significantly lower. Marvel Rivals anti cheat. As of late 2025, it's not confirmed to be kernel level. And you know what that means. It means cheaters have figured out a way to work around it. The cheat developers, yes, there are literal businesses selling Marvel Rival cheats. They already adapted, they've already cracked it, give or take. And here's the thing, apparently, I just ended up watching a YouTube video here recently and found out that you can literally go into your Steam commands and get rid of the anti cheat software program, which is something that Steam probably needs to update, as well as NetEase needs to update their anti cheat software and have something to counter stuff like that in the future. Back to the topic at hand here, but I'm pretty sure some of y'all have seen this firsthand. You're in a ranked match, right? Your team is doing fine, and then out of nowhere, there's that one player, doesn't matter what hero they are playing, just starts hitting every single shot, perfect accuracy, zero misses, tracking through the walls, and then you check their profile. And it's a brand new account with like 20 hours on it, ranked Grandmaster. Like, come on, man, for what? What are you proving? And look, the community is not quiet about this. Players are going to Reddit, Steam forums, Twitter, and they are tired. You've got people saying 1 out of 5 ranked games has a cheater. You've got clips of players tracking enemies through walls like they've got X-ray vision. You've got Hawkeye players going from missing every single shot for 5 straight minutes to suddenly playing like they've never missed a shot in their life. And the craziest part, some players still defend it. You post a clip of obvious cheating, and somebody in the comments is like, that's just game sense, bro. Game sense does not include seeing through the entire fucking map. Pardon my French there. There also a growing problem with what the community is calling soft cheating. Things like Chronos Zen devices, aim assist manipulation, input exploits, stuff that's hard to detect because it is not a traditional software. And those are flying completely under the radar right now. And this is the part that's important, right? NetEase did respond. In early 2025, they announced new real-time ban detections. They said that they were able to detect and ban cheaters mid-match. And there are clips out there of streamers literally watching players get banned live on stream, which to be honest is satisfying as hell to watch. But here's the problem. For every cheater they ban, 3 more tend to pop up. Because the barrier of entry for cheating is low. The accounts are free, the cheats are cheap, and there's no hardware ban system in place that actually sticks. Here's what I really want y'all to think about. Marvel Rivals is a genuinely good game. Like when it launched, it was fresh, fun, the hero design was creative, it pulled players away from Overwatch 2 and held them, which is not an easy thing to do in my opinion. But you know what kills live service games faster than bad content or bad monetization? A cheating problem that never gets fixed. We've seen this cheating problems in games like Warzone and Battlefield. And when you let the cheating fester long enough, the legit players will eventually leave. And they will. And that will be the beginning of the end, right? Because the legit players are the ones spending money in the store. They are the ones keeping the game alive. And it just kind of shows if you don't protect your player base finds somewhere else to go. I kind of see the writing on the wall here, I should say. NetEase needs to go kernel level with their anti-cheat, improve proper hardware bans, and create transparent reporting systems where players can actually see that their reports are doing something. Otherwise, this game ends up in the graveyard, and that would be a shame because it didn't have to go that way. And let me know, what are your current thoughts on the cheating situation in Marvel Rivals? Drop it down in the comments. Are you still playing? Have you personally ran into cheaters in ranked? Y'all know how I feel about this stuff. corporate negligence, and player exploitation. I don't let shit like this slide, right? But it's been your boy, Brotherhood Gaming HQ, everybody. And if you are new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like, hit the notifications so you never miss an upload. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out and goodbye, everybody.